Hello guys, Steven Sayda here again to do a new installment of The Real Review Show. Today's review, we are going to look at the movie that won John Wayne an Oscar for Best Actor. The only Oscar he won. Nominated a few times for his other films like The Quiet Man, Sands of Iwo Jima, and many of his other classic films. Today we're going to look at one of his westerns, and that western is, which just so happened to be remade with Matt Damon and Jeff Bridges in the lead, True Grit. True Grit is a story about Kim Darby, Maddie Ross, whose father was murdered and whose killer fled, so she employs Rooster Cogburn to help find and capture Tom Chaney. Now along the way, there's this inexperienced Texas Ranger, played by Glen Campbell, known as LaBeef. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, LaBeef. The movie itself is a really good western, and it has its funny moments, especially with John Wayne, when you see him get all drunk and do all these funny lines. He really is hilarious in this movie. The courtroom scene is just as funny. Although in the remake, I do like the court scene more in that one. Now, it's really hard to judge this when you're comparing it to the remake, because in a way, it's not really recreating the story, just a different version of the story. Now, from what I heard, the remake of the movie is much truer to the novel than this one. With this, I really enjoyed it. It's a good western, and it's great to see John Wayne play this character, Rooster Cogburn, who is actually 2 kills away from what I believe is becoming an outlaw. And is he always reliable? Yes and no. There's times where he can be reliable, but there's times where he can't. Glen Campbell, on the other hand, he always tries to do good by the book and whatnot, and you definitely can tell he is inexperienced. He is definitely over his head in this. And Maddie Ross is an interesting character, but at the same time she can be annoying and she can be always too goody-goody, which I believe John Wayne outshines in this movie. I'm sorry, Glen Campbell, you're a great actor, and Kim Darby, you did a good job with this, but John Wayne, he's John Wayne. He's the Duke. What can you say about him that hasn't been said? He's made for westerns. He was the Duke, and he always shall be. The movie alone is really good. This is, I believe, one of the older prints. There's a recent re-release of this. I believe it has a couple more features. This has stuff such as True Writing, which I believe is the script, locations of True Grit, working with the Duke, the law and the lawless, commentary, and trailer. Well, that's about it for features. Other than that, the DVD quality is really good. It's in widescreen presentation. This is a special collector's edition, but I would recommend you guys probably pick up the Blu-ray. Hey, it's on Blu-ray, and Blu-ray is good, or the reprint DVD, which is just as good. Overall, this is a great John Wayne film, and I believe that he definitely earned the Academy Award for Best Actor. He did. He's just that good. Now, it's really hard talking about this film when you're trying to compare it to the remake, which I'm not going to try to do. But if you love John Wayne, if you love this version of True Grit, or if you haven't seen it, well, check it out. But if you love this version, I would say give the Jeff Bridges version a chance, because that is really good too. In fact, that's the first version I saw, and then when I heard it was a remake, I was like, dude, I gotta check this out. So, I did. And I'm glad I did. I love John Wayne. He's a good actor. And that's pretty much all I can say about this movie and this review. I don't want to say too much without risk of spoiling it. But I would say if you want to watch a good Western, I would say you would check this out. And some of his other films, like The Sons of Katie Elder, Hidalgo, and what's another one that was really good? I can't think of anything right now. But be sure to check out John Wayne's Westerns and some of his other films. Well, that's about it for this week's review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and be sure to stay tuned for next week's review. See you at the movies.